You be running ads on your shit.
A case too terrifying to mention. Casey Joe Stoddart.
You restrict somebody from it?
Rest. Look, can we all just say rest in peace to his father? So, you know what I'm saying. He said he didn't even fight back. So,
I don't want it. Dude,
I just
killed Cassie.
if we got, hey, it's for a segment, twin. Hold on, you in too deep.
On September 22nd, 2006, Cassie Joe Stoddart was house sitting for her aunt and uncle who were out of town.
Wait, I feel like I've seen her face before.
To help pass the time, she decided to invite over her boyfriend Matt, as well as their two male friends, Brian and Tori. The group sat down to watch Kill Bill. However,
yo, is Kill Bill a good movie? I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Movie was over,
and now they got a Brawlhalla skin.
Brian and Tori departed, saying that they wanted to catch a movie at the cinema instead. Cassie bid the pair farewell and settled back into the movie with her boyfriend, blissfully unaware that tonight was the night a long-planned, sinister plot was to take place, and that each second that ticked by as she sat inside the house brought her closer to her doom. Cassie's night was about to become a real-life horror film and a chilling lesson to the world to be careful who you trust. Be warned, the topics and footage shown.
I do my voice. You don't like it or you do like it? I don't like it. I can't read type shit. I don't think it's bad. It's like Watch Mojo a little bit.
Shown in today's video are extremely disturbing. Let's get into it. Brian Lee
You gonna fuck me?
Draper and Tori Michael Adamchuk were best friends. Both born in 1990, only a few months apart. They met and became buddies when Brian moved from Utah to small-town Idaho, where the two teens would spend their days together as juniors at Pocatello High School. Both boys were somewhat of misfits, and though they largely kept to themselves, they bonded over their love of film and were, for the most part, one another's only close friends. Except, that is, for Cassie and Matt. Born in December 1989, 16-year-old Cassie Joe Stoddart was a classmate of both Brian and Tori. And although by all Stoddart, born in December 1989, 16-year-old Cassie Joe Stoddart was a classmate of both Brian and Tori. And although by all accounts she seemed to be the polar opposite of the reclusive boys,
89?
A vibrant and outgoing young lady with a passion for music and drawing, she became a good friend to the pair. Adored by family and teachers alike, and preparing to go to college with hopes to study law. It's no wonder that Cassie's younger brother said she was his role model. Born and raised in Pocatello, Cassie was a typical teenager who worked hard in her classes and enjoyed spending time with her boyfriend, Matthew Beckham. Matt knew Tori since the previous school year, and he'd met Brian all the way back in 7th grade. Some sources say that Brian and Tori made friends with Cassie while joking around in class. Many thought that Brian had a crush on the girl and was jealous of her relationship with Matt. What nobody knew, though, is that Cassie's trusted friends were brewing a deadly plan, and she was their target.
Why do niggas just target random good people when they kill someone? You know, maybe she did something to it. Maybe she ain't, you know what I'm saying, like sending shit. She ain't give out the number or something. But like, you know what I'm saying, like, what be up with niggas, bro? Why do niggas be getting targeted who don't be doing nothing bad?
You see, Brian and Tori both harbored a dark fascination with serial killers. They loved watching imaginary on-screen murderers, and Tori was especially obsessed with the Scream movies. Their tastes also transcended to real life, as they admired notorious figures such as Ted Bundy, the Hillside Strangler, and the Zodiac Killer. Both boys wanted their own
What about the hash-slinging slasher? That was a bad fucking guy.
of the spotlight that infamous killers had received.
Nice people.
With their uncanny dark interests aligning, Brian and Tori only strengthened and encouraged one another's desires for violence. And soon enough, they made a concrete plan for their first kill. On August 31st, 2006, Tori asked an 18-year-old friend to purchase a few knives for him. Pretending that he wanted to start a collection, Brian and Tori drove their friend to a pawn shop.
Every time, last pause right here. Every time, oh shit, I did it. I got distracted with the fucking nigga beating the shit out of his dad, twin. We gonna get back to it. Trust. But every time I hear about a nigga with a knife collection, bro, they never end well. I'm not gonna lie. Like, rest in peace to Tristan girl. Bro. He got a knife collection and he used 2 of them and killed her, and then one of them literally were engraved to like, it said like son on it. It's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Niggas be weird.
Where Tori carefully selected 1 knife and Brian chose 3. Here's where things get even weirder. The friends' hunger for glory and fame was a top priority. And thus, they began filming videos of themselves planning their crimes. Some of the boys' ensuing videotapes aren't available to the public to watch, but their transcripts can be found online.
Astro, seeing as you a little crazy in the head.
One from September 21st was filmed around 8 p.m. by Brian in the passenger seat while Tori drove. They seemed to be discussing an unknown prospective female victim. Brian brags, "We're going for a high death."
What the fuck? Wait, okay, hold on. Cause hold on. Cause when I looked this up, I hate to pause the shit, you know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. But when I looked it up, right? Is this video right here the video of them talking? Or is the whole in this video? Yeah. I hate to pause me when I lie. Yo, chill. So this her right here. This the video right here?
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
We found our victim, and sad as it may be.
But I feel like I just saw this shit here. But it's like a segment though. Hold on, I want to see the whole thing. I'm gonna play when we get there.
Count. We're going to make history. We're gonna make history. Tori chimes in while laughing.
Why not make history with like getting a job or something? Like, why not put this energy of you wanting to kill some into getting a job? You know, like, get a job, bro. Fuck. Or like, if you mad at the world, go to football. If you in football and you hit someone hard, you rewarded for it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, some.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
That's crazy.
Brian, again, you weren't quick enough and you weren't smart enough. And we're going over to Redacted's house. We're going to snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone, splat, she's dead.
Nah, niggas
this
is mentally
clip was
insane.
taken around the same time.
Shout out to coaches.
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
They move on to
okay, yeah, hold on, I'm seeing the full footage. I got y'all.
Friend, but you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is
September 21st, 2006. Hey, how old are y'all in 2006?
Cassie, Stoddart. She's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get?
What the fuck? What the fuck? 3:10. Damn, you owe this shit. No, Mia, you were not 10. Stop lying. I just saw 13 minutes long. We can watch this whole instead. Nah, I want it fleshed out. Yo. 4 in 4 days. 4 or 5. Why get an ad about erection dysfunction? Yo, can you see me that shit?
Stoddart, she's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
Whoa. What the fuck? That nigga. What the fuck? I'm horny just thinking about killing someone. Retweet. What do you mean by
that? 9:50. September 22nd, 2006. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide.
Wait. This is night of the murder. Are we skipping ahead now? 21st, 22nd. I ain't trying to spoil myself for now. Okay. 9 vicious POV. Yo, chill. He didn't kill no one.
Discuss Cassie and Matt, saying that they plan to drive to their house, lure Matt outside,
you got the ad for it though, like
kill
the link?
him. 15 minutes later, this video was recorded.
We found our victim, and sad as it may be,
hell,
hello, my bad.
Restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
They move on to discuss Cassie and Matt, saying that they plan to drive to their house, lure Matt outside, and kill him. 15 minutes later, this video was recorded.
We found our victim, and sad as it may be, she's our friend. But you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddart. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
Directly after, the video transcription shows the boys talking about another unnamed female. They say she's home alone, so they might go kill her, and then drive to Cassie's house to, quote, kill them one by one. Tori says, 1 by 1? Why can't it be a slaughterhouse?
What the fuck?
Brian responds, 2 by 2 and 3 by 3. 'Cause we've got to keep it classy.
Why don't niggas just think they can just, like, murder? Like, you know, free will's a thing, right? But, like, bro, don't think that's Subway hiring. At 16?
So yeah, it's going to be extra fun. And then he says, we are 6 psychopaths who get their pleasure off killing other people.
What the fuck?
Tori replies, that sounds good, baby. The tape ends with Brian saying,
that's what I'm saying here. Like, did they beat their shit next to each other too, or what?
Murder is power. Murder is freedom.
I've been there before. Yeah. No bullshit. Actually.
Goodbye. But it wouldn't be until the next day that the partners in crime would actually enact their horrible plan. In the morning at school, they caught Cassie on tape at her locker.
I fuck with Subway.
You actually gonna do it?
Hey, look, it's Cassie.
Hey, look, I don't know.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on.
Wait, niggas had lockers in high school? What the fuck? Wait, that was actually a thing at one point? My bad, that's not it all. This is, okay. First off, this is sad though. Same day, yeah, literally that morning. They probably woke up happy as shit for school. Bro. This is crazy, bro. This is actually insane, bro. He wasn't in the 60s, okay. We didn't? We didn't use ours. Did y'all use y'all at your school? We didn't use our lockers at our school. They were just decoration at that point.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on.
Like, they were just decoration. No one used the lockers.
Say hi, please. Okay, see ya.
Later, at around noon, they skipped class to film this chilling video.
We didn't get the option.
September 22nd, 2006.
Hannah, that must have been at the V, because at the B, we could, yeah, you're bugging. We had ours in class. We had lockers at our school and we're forced to use them because our backpacks were banned. What? What the fuck?
Skipping the next 40 hour. We're not even playing right now.
Look at his face, bro. That nigga, yo, Yo, we know who this nigga look like, Chant? Because you don't know, bro. Because Chant my OG. He look like,
This
I'm going to say the last name. He look like Moody.
20,
look at him.
26. We're skipping the next 40 hour. We're not even plan right now.
Tell me I'm not lying. Yo. That nigga look just like Moody, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, exactly.
I'm just like Cassie's family.
Yeah, I know. Like, Columbine and shit, Rex. Yeah. Hair and everything. Yeah, that shit's scary. It's the fucking alternate timeline. The Moody verse.
She's gonna die.
Again, parts of this tape are only available through transcripts. They apparently pause for a while, uttering, "She's watching us."
Yeah.
Paranoid that a teacher is listening in, Brian loudly asks,
It's crazy how just
"Number 2 is..."
how comfortable they were just writing shit down in public, like in school, documenting everything too.
What?
Like, I don't know. I feel like if I was just at school, bro, if I was just at school and a nigga just like, keep in mind, a nigga that like barely even talked to me, he like, oh yeah, look, who wanna be the victim today? I'm gonna say Astro. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is my GOAT, Astro right here. What you filming for? Oh, nothing. I'm gonna be a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be a little scared. You know what I mean?
Likely trying to feign a study session. Later, Brian says, "Yeah, if you're watching this, we're probably deceased. Hopefully this will go smoothly.
Homework folder?
We can get our first kill done and then keep going."
They put
The
in some
boys
type of
eerily
shit, bro.
wish good luck
Either
to
being like
future
dick to it
serial
or doing
killers
some shit
watching the
wicked.
tape and lament that they've tried to strike 10 times already, but their targets
No,
weren't
actually, you were
alone.
the
But
victim.
now, Brian says their patience
Really,
is
Moon?
about
What
to
the
pay
fuck?
off. Later that
Niggas at
night,
school weird. I'm
Friday,
not gonna
September
lie.
22nd, Cassie got ready to fulfill the first night of her weekend-long house-sitting duty at the abandoned residence on Whispering Cliffs Drive in Bannock County.
Small
She didn't
neighborhood,
have
too.
much to do besides care for the family's 3 cats and 2 dogs.
Yeah, I mean,
So
shit,
she
look at the neighborhood, nigga. Ain't shit to do out there. The fuck you can do? Ride a bike for 20 minutes? Like, ain't shit to do in the... Look like fucking South Dakota.
Do besides care for the family's 3 cats and 2 dogs.
Yeah, literally.
So she was grateful to have some company when Matt arrived. Later, they were joined by Brian and Tori. Before the group sat down to enjoy a film, Cassie gave her guests the grand tour of the home, showing them around all the rooms and
What a
even
good
the
soul.
basement.
No lie.
What Cassie didn't know was that Brian and Tori's eventual excuse of leaving to hit up the local movie theater was a complete lie. As the boys exited the home...
So, were they cool? Hannah, were they like best friends or some shit or what? Or were they just like acquaintances who went to school together? Because I'm not gonna lie, you're not just letting anybody in your house like that. That's just how my mom raised me personally. Like, you don't just let people in your house that like you don't know close. They were her boyfriend's best friends? Oh shit. Even still though. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, like, I don't know.
They deliberately unlocked the basement door so that they could be able to re-enter undetected. The boys departed briefly, but not for long. They drove back to the
Why let us in the crib? Nigga, you can walk outside, bro.
neighborhood and parked down the street. In a videotape, Brian explained,
Hell no.
"We're here in his car. Unfortunately, we have the grueling task of killing our 2 friends.
So they're killing her boyfriend and her?
We're really nervous right now, but you know, we're ready." This clip is from the same videotape.
It was 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I locked the back doors. It's all locked. Now we just gotta wait.
They talk about listening to Pink Floyd, calling them the greatest rock band ever, and say they've waited for this a long time.
Damn.
The boys donned specific costumes for their exploit, consisting of dark clothes, gloves, and white masks, seemingly inspired by the Scream movies. Just as planned, they slinked back into the basement through the unlocked door. But they didn't attack right away. First, they wanted to gain some sick satisfaction out of scaring the couple. Cassie and Matt were still watching TV when they started hearing loud noises. These noises were made by Brian and Tori in a bid to lure their friends downstairs. They reportedly broke 2 ashtrays on the stairs leading down to the basement. But when this didn't work, the insidious intruders took it a step further.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit, I'm not going down in the basement either.
Locating a circuit breaker and turning off the home's power. Still, although they were growing increasingly unnerved, Cassie and Matt did not venture downstairs to check out the strange occurrences. One of Cassie's uncle's dogs was freaking out, pacing back and forth and staring intently down towards the basement, barking and growling.
I'd let that motherfucker go. I ain't gonna lie. I would let him have at it.
But Cassie and her boyfriend never suspected that what the dog was sensing was their own trusted friends. As the couple didn't seem to be reacting, the boys restored some of the lights in the house. Despite their efforts to shake off the creeping feeling gnawing at them, Cassie and Matt just couldn't relax after all the bizarre signs. Matt wanted to be there for Cassie, and he phoned his mother to ask for permission to spend the night at the house with his frightened girlfriend. His mom said she wouldn't allow it, but she kindly offered that Cassie could come home with them and spend the night, assuring that she would drop her back off in the morning to continue her house sitting.
That's a W
Cassie likely wished she could take her up on this offer and ride away to spend the night safe and sound at her boyfriend's home.
That's a W fucking mom.
But responsible as ever, she reluctantly had to decline. Cassie felt it was important to follow through on her promise to watch over her uncle's property and pets.
Hell no.
And so, Matt
packed them little niggas up with me. Fuck that.
Matt's mother came on schedule to pick up her son at around 10:30.
Why didn't he just call 911 or some shit? Because, no, even then, because literally they said they thought the friends left. And so if you I don't think you're alone in this house or some shit, why not, you know what I'm saying? Really persuade, you know what I'm saying?
30 p.m. And as the lights of the vehicle faded into the distance, Cassie knew she had to overcome her fear and face the night alone.
No, they didn't know the people were there. Because I thought they went to the movies or some shit. But it's just the 2 other friends in the basement fucking with them to get them, come downstairs. And so it's if you think that, some shit going on in this house, it's why not, you know what I'm saying, move around a little bit.
At some point, Matt called Tori to check up on where he and Brian were, but he noticed something odd when Tori picked up. He was whispering, and Matt could barely make out what he was saying. Matt shrugged it off, assuming the boys were simply at the movie theater as they had said.
I was in the same, I ain't gonna
Knowing
lie.
that Matt was gone, Brian and Tori once again turned out the lights in a last effort to make Cassie come to them so they could surprise their unsuspecting victim.
I would've went with my
But when she
boyfriend,
didn't show up, their patience quickly ran dry. They made their way upstairs. Brian held a dagger while Tori was equipped with a hunting knife.
Oh, shit.
After ascending the staircase, Brian sadistically opened and slammed a nearby closet door in order to startle Cassie, who was lying down on the living room couch. As she approached to see what was going on, Cassie allegedly spoke. "Who is that? I'll kick your ass." Then, the boys descended upon the helpless girl, stabbing her approximately 30 times, with 12 of the wounds being potentially fatal. Brian and Tori quickly fled the gruesome scene and began driving to a rural area to hide the evidence. One might think that the teenage boys would sit in solemn shock as the reality that they just murdered their friend hit them.
Yeah.
But this video they filmed during the drive shows how they truly felt.
I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. That felt like real.
Y'all look, y'all see them ripples in the footage? See, an average citizen might think that's just the footage corrupting. Nah, that's them demons. That's them demons corrupting them. Take note.
Dude, I just killed Cassie.
Yeah. They probably killed the dog. Shit.
That felt like real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the up. We gotta get our act straight.
Okay.
You're not so... Okay.
Reportedly, the boys then went to buy movie tickets that they hoped would serve as their alibi. And then, after driving out to a remote area, the boys placed their weapons and clothing in a bag and set it on fire. Matt had told Cassie he'd call her when he got home, but when he tried to reach her phone at 12:15 a.m., he didn't receive a response.
See, a real man would have had her on the phone while he going home and when he get home, and, you know what I'm saying, talk to her the whole time. Just a real man shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what a real man would do.
With a sinking feeling, he ended...
It's 2006. They got house phones back then. I'm not gonna lie. He not doing that. They had house phones back then.
Ended up calling her another 15 times that Saturday morning.
Oh, this gotta be the worst feeling.
Cassie's mother was also attempting to reach her through calls and texts, but Cassie never replied. In an eerie twist, Matt hung out with Tori and his family on Saturday evening, not once having any inkling that less than 24 hours before, his good friends had viciously plunged a knife into his girlfriend's body.
Yeah, I'm saying I would.
Perhaps Matt figured that Cassie was simply busy with her house-sitting job. But the more time that passed, the more nervous he got, even asking Tori to give him a ride back to the Whispering Cliffs house. Tori declined, stating that he didn't have enough gas for the trip. So Matt accepted his excuse and spent the night at Tori's house.
No.
Sunday was the last day Cassie was supposed to house sit.
Okay.
And at about 1:15 p.m., her aunt and uncle returned from their trip to relieve her. They were surprised to find the doors all open and broken glass at the bottom of the stairs. But nothing could have prepared them for the grisly sight awaiting them upstairs. Horrifyingly, it was none other than the family's 13-year-old daughter who first stumbled upon the corpse of her cousin Cassie. Almost immediately after, Cassie's uncle screamed, "Call 911. Somebody is dead on our floor." Cassie's body was on the floor in front of the TV, blood behind her head and left leg, her left pinky almost cut completely off. As her aunt frantically checked her lifeless body and spoke to the 911 operator, Cassie's mother and stepdad pulled up outside. Her uncle solemnly informed them that their beloved daughter was dead. The small-town community was shaken by such a terrifying crime, and investigators scrambled to catch Cassie's killers as soon as possible. Initially suspecting the two boys' involvement due to the fact that they were among the last people to see Cassie alive, detectives went to Tori's home on September 24th to speak with him about the matter. Tori innocently claimed that he and Brian had simply left the house that Friday night after realizing that there wouldn't be a party as they had expected. But when asked about the movie the two boys supposedly went to see at the theater, he couldn't recall any details. The next day, the detectives went to visit Brian. Whether out of genuine sadness or just a big show of feigned emotion, he apparently started crying before basically corroborating the story Tori had told. However, he specifically named the movie Pulse, as the film the boys had gone to see. So, authorities found it very odd when he was also completely unable to describe anything that happened in the movie. On the following...
and that's why you gotta watch recaps of movies. Not because you're a murderer, but because, you know, you just gotta watch recaps, bro. Like, look, any movie I watch, if it's a good movie, there's always an ending explained. Boom, right there.
Day, Brian was interviewed further at the Pocatello Police Department.
Learn how to lie.
But he once again could not describe the movie plot
But don't be killing no one. Don't be killing no one, though.
Whatsoever. And detectives told him up front that they did not believe he actually went to the theater. Brian cracked and admitted that they were right, but maintained that he and Tori had actually been stealing from cars during that time. Brian's parents soon gave permission for his room to be searched by law enforcement. They found a knife sheath under his bed. Brian said it belonged to a friend.
I left that shit back in
Finally,
2023.
In a third interview,
Brian do it now.
Came clean. Well,
we're not seriously.
Almost clean.
You can tell it online.
He revealed almost everything, but said that after they slammed the upstairs door to scare Cassie, and Tori walked forward and stabbed her, he thought they must be playing a joke on him, until he saw her real wounds. He assured officers that he only stood watching, quote, and wondered what Adam Chick was doing because it was supposed to be
Wait, who said this?
Door. Well, Brian said it belonged to a friend. Finally, in a third interview, Brian came clean.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good with names. There was Brian and Tori, right? And so Brian, was he the one spazzing, I guess? In the car? One filming? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Hannah.
Well,
let me recap. I think this Brian and Tori, right? It's Brian and Tori. Yeah. And so Brian was like the one who was like, I think Brian probably loved the fact of like filming and all that, but not actually want to do it. And when it got down to do it, he probably just bailed. But Tori actually wanted to kill someone. You know what I mean?
Almost clean. He revealed.
Imagine like Jeffrey Dahmer split in two.
Almost everything.
No false. Oh, okay. I'm just a retard.
But said that after they slammed the upstairs door to scare Cassie, and Tori walked forward and stabbed her, he thought they must be playing a joke on him, until he saw her real wounds. He assured officers that he only stood watching, quote, and wondered what Adam Chick was doing because it was supposed to be a joke. He denied stabbing or even touching Cassie, although when later asked by a detective if he had stabbed Cassie in order to keep Tori from turning on him, Brian quickly jumped on this excuse and argued with this statement, alleging that Tori kept repeating, "You need to stab her. You need to stab her." And that's when Brian stabbed her in the leg. He claims Tori said, "It's not gonna work. She has to die." Brian eventually led investigators to Black Rock Canyon, where he and Tori had rid themselves of the evidence. Among the items was a Sony videotape, which would later be repaired to render it playable. And this would be the crucial piece of evidence that gave law enforcement everything they needed. On September 27th, Tori was brought to the police department for a second interview. And though he tried to stick to his flimsy story, detectives were quick to cut to the chase, letting the teen know that they already knew what had happened. Tori's father hesitantly asked his son if what they were saying was true. The boy nodded yes. Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk were arrested on
That's a crazy fucking last name. Holy shit. Yo, bro. You sure it's not a rapper? That is one insane fucking last name. That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
Nodded yes.
Hey, so
Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk were arrested on September 27, 2006. Just 5 days.
Oh, you know the Rapers? You know what I mean? We getting dinner with the Rapers tonight. The who? You know, like, bro, I'm getting my shit changed expeditiously, bro.
Days after Cassie was slain.
Like, bro.
The charges: first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder.
Tripping out bad.
At trial, the videotapes Brian and Tori had smugly recorded were shown as a demonstration of their meticulous planning and giddy excitement.
Oh, premeditated? Oh yeah, you're good. You're cooked, buddy.
On their hands.
You're cooked.
The prosecution also emphasized the boys' disturbing fascination with the Columbine shooters and the scream.
Columbine really just had like a crazy oh hey, so by the way, Columbine really just had like a crazy fucking just watered down effect, not watered down, just like snowball, trickle down, whatever the fuck you want to say effect. Like if that shit never happened, y'all think there'd be as many school shootings and shit, bro, and like people recording shit and documenting shit before they do it, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, like, oh man,
horror.
Eric, bro. What was it, Eric, and what else, bro?
Franchise.
Come on, y'all.
The case itself was dubbed the Scream Murder Case, due to the boys' fascination with the movies. On April 17th, 2007, Brian was found guilty. Tori was convicted on June 8th. Then...
Whoa. A little too close for home, man. Whoa, you know who else was born on June 8th? Kanye West. You know who else was born on June 8th? This guy.
On August 21st, almost...
That nigga ugly as shit. He got like a fucking humanized fucking... But he like a humanized hammerhead shark. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
A full year since their crime.
Who, me and
they
Kanye?
Each received a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole for the first-degree murder, and an additional 30 years to life as they were convicted of conspiracy to commit murder. In the car on the way...
Once you get that premeditated, bro, if you get premeditated murder, bro, you're cooked. In your case, bro, you're cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard of like a good ending from premeditated murder, bro. If I'm being so real.
To prison, the pals chose to sit together and chat, telling each other they had held no animosity towards one another,
what are you talking about,
despite having turned against each other during interrogations to shift blame. The lieutenant driving them said, "They asked me a couple of times if I could let them go. We're just stupid kids. Can't you let us go?" But despite once gloating so freely about the dark deeds they'd committed, Brian and Tori have allegedly attempted to appeal their sentences in favor of more lenient ones. In 2010 and 2011,
that's a crazy pull.
The boys' attorneys filed separate appeals at the state Supreme Court for their clients. Brian was apparently hoping his conviction would be vacated, or that he could be given a limited life sentence which would allow for his release on parole after just 30 years.
You know what I found out that's crazy? You know what, a life sentence isn't actually for your whole life? Excuse me. Oh, wait. Oh. Never mind. I'm an idiot. It is your whole life. Yeah. I'm an idiot. Yeah. I said life? I know that, but I thought like, bro, I saw something that was like 25. And then it's like, that's where you get like, you can get multiple life sentences. You can be like 3 life sentences or some shit. But I guess it means like that's the severity of it. In Texas, minimum 30 years before parole. Okay, I get it. You get it? But okay, that makes sense.
At one point, Tori also reportedly claimed that his sentence was cruel and unusual punishment. The first appeal was denied. However, Brian's conviction on conspiracy to commit first-degree murder was apparently vacated on the grounds that the jury were given erroneous instructions concerning that charge. But Brian's first-degree murder conviction and the life sentence without parole that came with it remained.
Let's go.
Years later, in 2015, Tori gained a hearing for post-conviction relief, at which he allegedly claimed that his former attorney had neglected to call upon character witnesses that Tori's parents had pushed for, the testimonies of whom they and Tori believed could have changed the outcome of the initial sentencing.
Shit like this, it's like, yo, if you know the nigga you... Okay, here's how I view shit like this, bro. Yeah, that might be your family, yada yada, bro. But it's like, if you know that nigga killed someone, and you know he documented that shit, you know what I'm saying? Why are you even vouching for that nigga, bro? Like, you know he don't need to be out. So why are you even vouching for that nigga, bro? You know what I mean? Like, it'd be if it's like, oh, damn, the gun just went off. You know? And it's like, okay, you could, you know what I'm saying, yada yada. That depends like on a moral ethic thing. But like, bro, this nigga literally said, oh, hey, Cassie. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Cassie. And wanted to kill her. Like, you know, it was premeditated, documented, all that shit. So it's like, why are you even on that nigga's side, bro?
The judge denied this request as well. And although Tori once again appealed this decision in 2017, the Idaho Supreme Court similarly rejected his attempts. Tori was still persistent, and in 2018 filed a federal writ of habeas corpus and allegedly further argued that he should be entitled to a new sentencing hearing because of a 2012 U.S. Supreme Court ruling, which determined that mandatory sentences of life without the possibility of parole are unconstitutional for juvenile offenders, even in cases of murder. In 2016, another similar decision ruled that this doctrine had to be applied retroactively to past cases, and that a review of all such cases should be conducted.
Well, he kind of eat it with that
As many as 1,500 cases nationwide will be given a second look due to this decision, including that of Brian and Tori, under the presumption
this shit kind of scary.
That youths with developing brains are capable of change. Looking forward, it is entirely possible that Brian and Tori's cases will receive updates as they are given a second look. Still, regardless of the boys' ages, Bannock County Sheriff Lauren Nielsen has mused. This would rate, if not the top, real close to the top of all the incidents we have had to deal with. Senseless, premeditated killing for the thrill of killing. All of those things that scare you the most, this was one of them.
Shit is all three of them. What?
Nielsen also stated, I still don't quite understand what led both of them to do this.
Now retweet.
I know the mother doesn't think her child did anything wrong, but I can guarantee you that they were both involved. This was planned. They had a list of others. This was evil. Just pure evil. Although the loss of such a beautiful soul is of course the most devastating tragedy caused by Brian and Tori's demented actions, the scars still left on Cassie's loved ones to this day also cannot be ignored. Shortly after the murder was discovered, Cassie's brother Andrew recalls being surrounded by crying neighbors as one of them told his stepdad that he had to tell the boy what was going on. After his stepdad got out the truth through his sobs, Andrew dropped his phone and fell to the ground. I didn't even know how to process it, he said. I thought, is this really going on right now? I just broke down. After that, he didn't return to school for weeks.
Wait, who's Andrew? That the boyfriend?
And later said that it took the family years before they could even talk.
I told you I'm like here, but it's low-key late as shit. I'm not gonna lie, so I'm a little sleepy too.
Talk about the whole ordeal. As for Cassie's aunt and uncle, they had reportedly moved their family into the now notorious Whispering Cliffs residence just a year before the murder. And they had been ecstatic to make memories in their dream home.
I thought it was Mark, I'm not gonna lie. So Andrew might be like, okay, I think he's a related, like a relative then.
Despite the new carpet and fresh paint adorning the once cozy home,
Chan, why do you stream on Kick?
The couple says they never wanted to go back there.
You just prefer
Cassie's uncle, Frank Contreras, has lamented that the overbearing sadness this incident left their family with never truly healed.
Yeah, I think that's just that's the cousin. I think that's a 13-year-old cousin who found her body. I think that's Andrew.
Wife reportedly lost her job and fell into depression. Frank explained, "I had to pick up a second job. Medication alone was $300 a month. The first 2 years were the worst. It was our dream home, and it turned into a nightmare." Frank's stepdaughter later attempted to end her own life after having a breakdown related to the trauma of stumbling upon Cassie's remains. The family desperately wants to leave the home behind and start fresh. But although they have put the house on the market every single year, no offers have been made as of a 2014 report. According to the Idaho State Journal, quote, "Each member of the family claimed to have had an unexplained encounter in the home. It is unclear how the broken family is faring these days." Some who knew Brian and Tori assert that they never would have imagined that the normal teenage boys could be capable of such deplorable crimes.
Yeah, I mean, no one would, truth be told. Hey, Nia. You in your break or what? No, you off today, aren't you? Yeah. This might be your last off day, though. Type shit. Nia's so real. Nia's so cool. Holy shit. I'm off, yeah. You just woke up or what's up? Damn. But he don't think they're gonna give him. Oh yeah, I know he retarded for that. Or he remedial, my bad. LP recorded live is crazy. Imagine it's a rerun. No, yeah, I agree. I don't know why he would think, oh, just because the laws changed, I'm finna be home free. If anything, bro, they just gonna give you a a worse sentence if they really want to. Or be like, no, fuck you, nigga. You stay your ass behind bars. You know what I mean? Like, but, you know, niggas, you know, Hannah told me, niggas in jail, bro, all they do is reflect about, Hannah hasn't been in jail, whoa. But all they do in jail, bro, is just think about what they did wrong in life. And so imagine you in that bit for 20 years, are you thinking about, like, why I killed her? Was it worth it? Yeah, bro. Am I a different VC? Nigga, you're not even in the right server. Talking about VC. Your ass in the wrong server. So, yeah. That's probably why he thinking that shit. Probably just eating him up alive. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But, you know. Some people just don't. I don't know, bro. That shit's scary. Who said Ray? Some niggas like jail. No, Nia. Okay, pretty much. I'm gonna give you the TLDR for that because you'll probably see it like in 2 days from now. I ain't gonna lie. But pretty much, they just like imagine like a Jeffrey Dahmer at the age of like 14, I guess. And they wanted to like go on a whole serial kill and run, and they wanted to like kill. They wanted to kill people, and their first victims are their two friends, or it was their friend, like their best friend. Ooh. But it was their best friend. Bless me. And her girlfriend. But then there's like, we can't kill the best friend. So they only killed the girlfriend. But they deadass like wanted to. Look, I'll play this video right here. This shows it, kinda.
There should be no law against killing people. I know it's a wrong thing, but hell, you restrict somebody from it, they're gonna want it more.
We found our victim and Saz.
So what? This was before this a little bit. Pretty much, this is before. Then they drove by our house and was like, we found our victim.
Maybe
that was Cassie.
She's our friend, but you know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie, Stoddart. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm far as fuck from the mic.
Can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah. It was 9:50, September 22nd, 2006. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I locked the back doors. It's all locked. Now we just gotta wait. I just killed Cassie. We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat, and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh, fuck. That felt like fucking real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
Okay.
So, yeah. How many victims they plan on having? I think he said we gotta do 1 and 1 and then 2, then 2, then 3 and 3.
You be running ads on your shit?